welcome back to Learning Unleash the Beast. In this episode, we're going to be playing a little bit more with the Galgadorian stuff from Steve's carts. If you're wondering where I am right now, I am in my test world for trees, because I found out there was the tree exotic, I think it's called, or tree exotic add-on, which allows trees from other mods. I thought it was a separate mod, so I wanted to find a really good tree to farm, and oak trees are always good to farm because they can grow right next to each other. Like if I scroll through my bars here, you can see the oak and get a bone meal. You can plant one oak here, bone meal this one, and bone meal that one. They can go right next to each other. So that's really great about them. So they can be planted close together. I was also looking at these farms, but they require fertilizer, which is non-renewable. So I experimented with every single tree type. Some of the saplings in here are biome dependent, and some of them are, like you see all these saplings, they require sapling breeding, which I will not get into for some time. There's some really cool trees, like this guy, the eucalyptus. They always produce all these branches. The slimy tree. Thought that was kind of funny. The two willow trees look kind of cool. The cherry trees, the bright pink. Bamboo doesn't even look like wood. Like, you can walk sort of in the trunk. There's some dark wood. There's some nether saplings here, like this fuse wood. When you punch it, it explodes. Interesting things. And there's the blood sapling that grows off the roof. But as for the tallest tree, that doesn't like you see these that are sort of invasive over the other saplings, and the other saplings can't grow until those are gone. The magic wood definitely wins, because that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dang it. Come on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 blocks, and that's not even the highest one. So each one of those, if we magic, there's nothing actually anything magic about them. They're the exact same as any other tree, but if you look at, they can be smelted into charcoal, and the blue leaves look really cool. See, there's nothing magic about them. The planks look pretty cool though. I might have to use that somewhere, but yeah, they're just, and also they can be planted right next to each other. Let's see if we can find it. Right here, magic sapling. They can't be planted directly beside each other, but like here and here. There's never bone meal on my bar. Oh, come on. Magic. So there's some of the trees that are like this. I don't really like those. But even then, this guy can be grown right beside him. Or not right beside him, but close to beside him. And if you plant one here, however, I don't think that works. No. There's a low chance of that working. As you can see, these ones, they only take up an extra 1 block. So maybe if one was planted here, it would be able to grow. But I think it detects for solid blocks around it. So, yeah. And we're also going to be using these things. Lily pads of fertility. Sounds really weird, I know. So if we get some dirt, I think I already showed these off before. It never hurts to look at it again. Dirt here, 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 here. Just plant 16 saplings. And there's going to be the track running through them. But I'm hoping that each sapling will get at least one lily pad. Maybe I'll go in through the rows like this. I kind of want them to be even, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just like spam them around. Keeping in mind that lily pads, I think are actually, yeah, there's no recipe for lily pads. I'm tapping my R right now. So lily pads are in short supply, and also the serums are fairly hard to make. And this should speed up the growth of all the saplings here. See, that one already grew. And I believe this works for everything recognized under Forge. And you can see these trees again are ridiculously tall. So the Steve's cards thing will come in for each tree, get about 16 charcoal. And if we have 4 stacks, so that's 4 times 16, which is 64 times another 64 saplings. So that's a barrel? 64 stacks of 64 if there's a full harvest, which is fairly ridiculous. I'm going to have 4 of these farms going, and it is going to be great. Just one last test to see if the Steve Carts thing does work with, let's see, what can I do? I can bring it over here. Put that there. Quickly bow meal it. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. And see if the Steve Carts thing cuts it down. There's still the storage. Yeah, see, cutting the leaves down. And they should have a fairly high drop rate if there's 16 tall, approximately. Let's say 40 leaves. Got 7 saplings. Yeah, that should be good. And we're getting the magic wood from further away. I don't know why. But let's see how many magic wood we get. Or is it just because it's really tall? That was 35. What? Is it 35 tall? If we get more than a stack of magic wood here, I'm going to be super excited. I think we are. Maybe 16 was like a low guess. Yeah, wow. Each tree was about 32 high. We're definitely using these. That many lily pads actually might be overkill because I don't think the cart can actually handle that speed, especially if there's 4 stacks of it. And what I need to do now is install the tree exotic. I think I just moved my window. Whoops, you might be able to see some background there. Put all of these onto my carts, and no, I think I threw away my magic sapling, so I'm going to have to do that also. And yeah, I think I'll be back when I'm done all of that and I'm in my real world. So it turns out I actually did save some magic saplings. So I'm going to farm these for a while and replace all those trees with the magic trees. Also, I'm going to make the tree exotic add-ons, which means we need 3 12 PCBs. That's not a problem. I'm going to do the crafting of this on camera. Four empty discs. We need some glowstone and some regular saplings. I think I put all of them up here. Yeah, we need 4. I think that's it. Also going to make some advanced smelters. And 4 tree exotics. Requires 1 woodcutter. Okay. Put this stuff away. And some advanced smelters, which require a regular smelter, that stuff. So you see the recipe here. I'm going to do it off camera because these things are still assembling, and then I'm going to need to modify the cart, take them off, take the thing off, the smelter off, and because I'm not going to make another 4 smelters. And again, I'm going to farm these saplings, and I will be back. These are always interesting. Gas fireball over here, wind unloaded chunks, and let's shoot it right over there. Bam! Haha. Yeah, I'll get back to the things I'm supposed to be doing. So the quarry has reached this stage, and now it's basically my job to keep the quarry from lava overfilling itself, and unfortunately this is taking up a lot of my time. I just need to keep obsidianifying everything, and the people are saying, why don't you just like place water on top of your quarries when they start? Well, if you do that, then like the water ponds inside, because I have the quarry to get resources, but also to have this giant open space to build in. So if there's water in there, and then I take the water source block out, there's all sorts of little underground ponds, and those underground ponds, holy crap, those underground ponds just, they're a pain to get rid of if you don't catch them right away. So as you can see, I have a stack of magic saplings now from the 7 original saplings, and I just need to farm them for a little more. I made a forge lexicon, hoping that I could like sort of cheat my way into getting them. If you look at the recipe, okay, maybe there's no recipe, but if you look at the uses for it, sorry, I'm just flying away right now. If you look at the uses for it, it says you can use the forge lexicon to transform the sapling into something else. But unfortunately you can't. That's one of the blacklisted items, changing saplings around. So, but you can change all your ingots around, so I don't need to worry about keeping all the special ingots that I find in dungeon chests. So that's a good thing. But I'm just gonna keep going and going and going. I'm gonna keep obsidianifying everything. And oh, that chest is overflowing again now. See, that's a problem right here. They just overflow, and I don't have enough solar panels to kickstart it quickly enough. So I need to, I guess, just take everything from here and dump it into the system. Clickety click. I think I need like even just a regular battery. I think I use my battery pack. Yeah, here's the lexicon. If you put, say, regular spruce saplings in, can't transmute it, even though saplings are in the forge lexicon, so is logs. Well, so are logs. But you can't transmute logs. What you can do though is, say there's copper, transmute that, but that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna get back to farming, back to getting everything prepared, and I will meet you back. And the conversion has begun. I have modified all the carts to have Tree Exotic and the Advanced Smelter, which I'm going to play with later. But I'm converting all these into magic trees. This cart right here has the magic saplings in its woodcutter, so that it keeps planting those saplings and gets rid of the oak ones gradually. So yeah, these trees are really tall. I'm not sure if I had shown my setup here yet before, but we have the redstone engines just pulling the items out. For now, I have a temporary thing over here that stores apples. Green is apples. Nothing goes blue. Yellow goes all the different types of saplings. And it should be able to like stay here. All the saplings get burned, all the extra ones. I should actually probably like keep a stack. Actually, I already have more than a stack. But here the logs go. It's this generator ran out of saplings at some time, and yeah, that happened. Items get here, they get split up evenly. 50 go this way, 50 go this way, and then 25 here, 25 here, 25 here, 25 there. They get smelted up. Once they get smelted up, these get pulled out and they go directly into the system. When I get to my real base, it'll be much more elegant, hopefully, with the AE systems. But yeah, I'm gonna figure out what to do next in this episode. But I think we might be done very soon. So, I can end the episode now, actually. It's getting about that time. I don't want to keep on having my episodes drag on. But we're going to look at this, and then because I noticed we didn't do much in this episode, we're going to look at alternate sources of power for the real base. But we're going to have to shrink the size of these farms, the magic tree farms, because look at this. 4 internal chests, all full. There's some oak wood and some spruce wood still scattered about because, yeah, there's like the remnants of the trees here, but it's filled up that many chests already. So I think each one of these is only going to have a stack of trees in them, and they just go around so slowly because how tall the trees are. And also I've needed to divert some of the power from those solar panels up to here because it's using too much power. And even here it's running a little low. But yeah, these 4 furnaces aren't keeping up anymore. I might have to disconnect this. Here I have still only 2,000 UU matter. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too overpowered. But yeah, okay, so for the real base, we have our pseudo steam here. I'm saying pseudo steam because the real steam is from the steam boilers. Like our coal engines running off here, they're creating 4 MJ per tick. That's pretty good, each engine. And these are from thermal expansion. Now, if you look at the other engines, now the only ones I'm really interested in are the 2 thermal expansion ones, the magmatic engine and the steam engine, and then the force engine. Because the biogas engine here and the peat engine, I've never actually learned how to use these, but a lot of people say just skip the peat engine, go to the biogas. And the only way I know how to make biomass is through a long, complicated process that I really can't be bothered to go through. And then these are the default ones, and they can't, like, oil, okay, but that's not really renewable. I guess lava isn't really either, but the endothermic pump in the nether will do much something. Yeah. So my next video will be a tips and tricks video on how that works. So I'm going to have one power flower of these engines, the steam engines, and 4 tree farms to support it. I might have to find out a way to speed that up somehow, I don't know. And then we're going to have 1 magmatic engine power flower, and we're going to have maybe 4 endothermic pumps or regular Buildcraft pumps or something like that supporting that. And each one of these makes 4 MJ per tick, which is nice. And then for the force engines, I'm using force engines because all this power is going to go to quarries to make this place bigger. I don't know why. I don't really need the resources or anything just to make it bigger. But it's because we have this. I think that's 10,000 force gems that we will never have a use for. Now that I think about it, I don't think there's any point, really. There's no goal I have in mind right now. Huh. See, this is usually why I stop playing Minecraft for a few months. But I'm gonna convince myself. I need to make the base here. I need to cut those trees down, etc., etc. But these, if you provide a throttle to them, you can produce 4 MJ without throttle, 8 MJ with water, or 10 MJ with milk. And with a rancher, you can get wool from sheep and milk from cows. That's how we're going to get our milk. So that's we can only get 200 MJ per side of the Tesseract. So if we can have 20 force engines, so that the force engine power flower is going to be slightly smaller than the other power flowers, but it's also going to be more even, which I'm going to like. And then the endothermic what is it? Okay. Pump. Okay. Endothermic pump. There we go. And I believe this is from extra utilities, something like that. Well, you place this in the nether, and it just pumps out the lava. And the nether, is such a big place of lava that if I place down a few, there's no end in sight for it. Once you get to our new base, we're going to be running 12 quarries at once, all around, to quadruple our area. Yeah, and we'll go from there, I think. But that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.